All right, welcome everyone to Pacer Chat on July 10th. You got me, Jeff, Marty, and Bobby Joe. So it's great to get the band back together. We've kind of been missing a little bit. Last week was a little bit different. I had the pre-recorded show, and our schedules did not line up last week. And it was around 4th of July, so it was kind of tough. So we are happy to be all back together. We're playing catch up. A lot happening with Hard Rock, Val State, Badwater. We can go on all day. Vero Beach, Lake Baldwin's coming up, Trident's coming up, all kinds of stuff. So we're going to try and cover everything tonight. If you have anything you want us to talk about, throw it in the chat, and we will try and mention it. And we're going to try and catch up on everything. So we're going to start with the big race this week. Started on Monday, not Tuesday, Marty.
Yes, it always starts on a Monday.
Yeah. So, we weren't too far away from Tuesday when it started. So it was an evening start. I believe they started about 10. We're talking about Badwater 135. I am very cautious on adding the S to it because Bobby Joe gets mad at me every time I say Badwaters. It's Badwater 135 out in California, running through Death Valley, if you don't know anything about it. And it takes you all the way up to the Whitney Portal. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that. Kevin's in the chat, and Katie and Nicole. Kevin was out at Badwater. See, I did it, man. I can't. Man. I need like one of those shock things around my neck every time I add the S to it. So Kevin was out there, crew and Shay. We haven't heard much back from that, so hopefully everything's okay with Shay. But let's start with the race. We'll start. Bobby Joe followed this, so she's going to be our lead on Badwater. Here is the race results from the race. So we'll pass it on over to you.
But you can go to their website and find all the stuff. It was a good race. The winner was Simon Holvik. He is from Norway at 21:47. Ivan Penelope Lopez. Sorry, Ivan, 22:07. He's from Spain. And
right.
Who we had picked for first place, but he did come in first American, and he was actually the first one to cross the finish line, but because they start in waves, it wasn't technically a first. As Pete Kostelnik, 22:42. Simon did have the second fastest run of all time there, so he was only the course record is 21 hours and 33 minutes, and he was 21 hours 47 minutes. So
that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was really close, and they were within 45 minutes. The top 3-4 people. I know Adam Kimball was right behind Pete like the whole time. So it was a real race for a while. It wasn't you didn't quite know. Then you had Marissa Lysak for females. She finished 25:07 in her debut. She's mostly known for her track and short loop ultras, Desert Solstice. She's a U.S. team member as well as Pete, 24-hour team member. So that was her debut, and she won that. And then you had Meg Eckert, a friend of the show, friend of Miles with Marty podcast, 26:24. Second female, and then third female, Ali Young, out of the UK, 28:56. And then Karen Lubetsky from, local Florida girl, who, we all know is amazing, 29:14. So she was the first Floridian to come in, and fourth female.
That's the only pick that we all got right? We all picked her as first Floridian.
We all picked her as first Floridian. Yeah. And well, like I said, Pete was the first one to cross the finish line. So
yeah.
We can take
Great
that.
job y'all did on that. Y'all both picked him.
I'll admit I didn't really know much about the international runners. So
same here.
But if you look up this Simon Holvik, he's got some pretty impressive stuff under his belt. One of them, which I really found impressive, was he has the FKT for it's called what is it now? I lost it. It's like in the shadow of Pheidippides or something, but it's the actual route from Marathon through Athens to
Oh, yeah.
and back. So it's like 600K. So he has the FKT for. I think that's pretty cool.
Heck yeah.
And then and he's a member of his 24-hour team. Ivan is a member of the Spanish 24-hour team, or was. So I mean, they definitely have a lot going for them. Other notables, our friend Harvey Lewis. He finished his 14th consecutive one, and he decided not to run back this year like he did last year. So he only went in one direction this year. 26 hours and 24 minutes, which is pretty impressive.
Tired.
Yeah, considering he's on a 2-week taper from however many miles at Dead Cow Gully that he did, 4 days of running. And then we have the Florida ones, had them separated. So we had, where'd they go?
I put them up.
Oh, you got them. Oh, yeah. So there we go. So we had Karen, Mindy, Tatiana, Jacob, and Bob Becker.
Shout
80
out.
years old. He's the story of the hour. So he's the new oldest official finisher. I think a lot of people remember his impressive attempt a couple years ago at the age of 77, where he crawled up the hill, up the mountain, finishing in unofficial time 48 hours and 17 minutes, I believe.
Do you know what the cutoff is? The cutoff 47 hours or 48?
It's 48.
It's 48.
I'm sorry, 48 hours, 17 minutes. Yeah, it's a 48-hour cutoff.
Yeah. So there wasn't anybody teetering. There was no one finished in the golden hour.
No. Everyone who finished, they finished well. And there was 4 DNFs, and unfortunately 2 of them were from Florida, with our Shay and Frank McKinney. I did see a post by Shay. She says, she seemed okay. She said she made some jokes, so she looks healthy. It just the official list was headaches and earaches. So, but we'll wait to hear. I'm sure she'll have tons of stories to tell on the WTF podcast. So.
Oh, definitely! I can't wait to listen to that.
Yeah, I actually talked. I was talking to Joe, of WTF fame, Joe Miller, with Tuesday night, and he told me, I asked him, had he heard how she was doing, because that was still, I had been working all day and I had no clue about what was going on. And he said, well, she made it through. She was concerned about that first cutoff. I think it's And he said she made it through that fine, but like right after that, she started feeling really ill.
Yeah, she probably, I'm just going to guess that she pushed herself to get to that first cutoff, which is the hardest cutoff of the whole race at 50 miles. And then it probably took its toll on her, because, I mean, just showing up, doing 55 miles at that race is impressive. So,
yeah. Also show, was it Kelly Andrew, or Andrew Kelly?
Kelly?
Our adopted Florida guy through Liverpool, Papa Joe's adopted son. He did finish in 31:44, which was great. Finished right in front, pretty close to Jeff Pelletier, and then right behind Victoria Brown, another friend of ours.
Great. She was in the.
She's on the Canadian team, 24.
Yeah.
Part Canadian, and and then the Mountain Coast team that all did very good, including Kaylee Frederick, who finished her 3rd in a row. And then shout out to my friend Emily Lyons out of North Carolina. She finished 39:18, which was a PR for her in her three finishes. So congrats, Emily.
Emily must have went out hot, because she was up at the front for the first 12 hours or so. She was in the top 5.
But she's like, I know this. Just follow me. I know my way. I've been here before. Eating her. It's her pickle sandwiches on her runs. That's her thing.
Well,
yeah. So I'll tell everybody now that Bobby Joe and I and Jeff recorded. Well, that was Monday night. I sent him a message that day and said, I had done a Hard Rock preview episode. And I said, holy crap, I forgot about Badwater. So I was going to try to throw one together real quick. And I thought the race started on Tuesday. And so we finished up. It was like, 9 o'clock or so. And then I look at Facebook before I get started editing, and the race is just starting. Oh wow! So I don't know. I still haven't decided if I need to release that. I figured I could put a recap of the race in there and turn it out that way, but because I hate to waste y'all's time.
Oh, no, it was fine. It was.
we had fun chatting.
You made
I
us
hadn't had
talk
anybody to
about
talk to
running.
all
You terrible person.
All right, Marty, we're passing the next section on over to you. Talking about, or hang on, we're going to hold off on that on the Hard Rock because we got Val State going on right now. And what I guess when did Val State start?
Val State started this morning at 7:30 Central Time.
Okay.
Usually when it starts, they have to check in every 12 hours. So we don't have. You see Andy smiling under the umbrella right there, and Bernadette right next to him, in her blue vest, the same blue vest she's worn to all her Vol States.
JD.
And there's JD on his first one. And Andy's doing his first one. Yeah, so they check in. The only updates we get are if they post on Facebook or people who see them, because Vol State there's no official aid stations. But because this race has been going on for so long and it's the same route, there's tons of angel stations, road angels along the place, and they'll post stuff. The Vol State Facebook group is very, very active. So you can get updates there from when people see each other, or you can on the website. Tab right here. It's a Google Doc basically. They check in every 12 hours with their location. It's mandatory. That's the only way anyone really knows where they are. And so every 12 hours you can check the spreadsheet.
Is this a spreadsheet right here, Bobby Joe?
Yeah, that's a spreadsheet. You can. It's kind of hard to find. The easiest way is if you know somebody who's in it, or if you're on the Facebook group, ask for the link. It's supposed to be on the Adventure Without a Car website, but it's just, I mean, it's an old school website. So
Or those are only
see everybody, and it'll start to, like I said, it'll start to fill in and everything. So.
And are those are only Florida runners? 3 of them.
I think there's one more, but I don't know.
Yeah, there's Andy. I guess does it say?
Yeah, because I didn't get the list was on Ultra Sign Up, but now that the race has started, it's not on there anymore. So
it pops in.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to check it out. But yeah, they've got 10 days to get to Castle Rock, Georgia. They started over in the ferry, Missouri, got back on the ferry, got off. They have to do there's soft cutoffs throughout. They basically have to keep it at least 31 miles a day. And yeah, that's how it goes. So it's a lot of fun to watch because you're watching people in survival mode for 10 days, and it's definitely, this is one of my big bucket list races. So we'll see. I got a friend. Shout out to Brittany Aspel out of Georgia. She's there. So good luck to her. Her first one. The person to watch is Addison Hendricks. He is a 26-year-old. He's came in 3rd at HOTS this year. He came in 2nd at Vol State last year, and he won HOTS last year. And then he's got some other. He's had a lot of success in the multi-day races, which is incredibly impressive, especially considering his age. So he's definitely one to watch. So that's
all right. We'll check back in a week.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could be 4.5 days if.
Yeah. The leaders. We'll check in with our people
for the winners.
Yeah, we'll check in with our people in a week.
Yeah, I think only one has gone sub 4 days. It was Bob Hearn. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, usually the winner will usually come in around that 4 day and some hours mark. So,
all right. Well, good luck to our Florida runners up there at Vol State. All right. Tomorrow morning starts a big race. If you don't know, we got the Hard Rock 100 starting tomorrow. Marty, my phone just popped up with your podcast.
Just in time. Come out about what, Tuesday or something like that, and I forgot to hit a certain button.
Yeah. So we might as well talk about what the podcast is with. Chris, is it Chris Twiggs?
Yep. Chris Twiggs, who's my former coach. He's the head coach, chief training officer for Galloway Customized Training Program, and he's a 17-time finisher of Hard Rock. He's probably the only person. It's probably not even close for Florida residents. Most finishes for a Florida resident. And he's from Fernandina Beach, so it's pretty flat up there too. And so, but his in-laws have a home in Ouray, so he does get out there from time to time and get some mountain time. But I think in the Hard Rock lottery this year, there was only 16 applicants from Florida in the Hard Rock lottery. And the only one that I know of that's in there is Simone Valentine Austin.
I'm glad you said it, because I always butcher her name, and I'm like, she's every time we turn around, it's either we're saying her name or Sandy V.
Simone got DFL at Tahoe recently.
That's what it was. Okay. Yep, that's when we just mentioned her.
She ran the Arizona Monster 300 this year. I think she did Coconut, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not this year. Maybe it was just last year.
I didn't see it. I don't think she was. I was following her at Tahoe, but not out at
I think
Coconut. I don't. Yeah, but she did that cold one. Yeah. What was that one up in
Arctic Circle 360?
Yeah. So
and then
it definitely has what it takes.
Some other race in December, 100-miler. I don't remember which one. She also did Cruel Jewel this year.
Okay.
But anyway, so she was talked about in there. Chris knows her, and he talked about how tough she is, and she's a good fit for it. But he is like the AJW of Hard Rock, because he's run it a lot. He loves that race. He loves the community. And, if you talk, it's a very small race. I think about 160 people or something like that. And if that many, but if you talk to any of those people, Howie Stern is another one that I've talked to that has run it several times, and he's the same way, but he lives right there in Silverton, and so he's the same way. But some of the favorites this year that Chris talked about, Katie Scheid is running there this year, and she's an American, but she lives in the Alps with her partner Germain. And he is that fourth name there. So he is considered an elite runner too. And so he's, got a chance at the podium. And Zach Miller is probably the most popular American, but Kyle Curtin is one, I don't think Michael Wardian can be expected to be on the podium, but he is a strong runner,
He's a lot of fun to watch.
Right. And Jeff Rome is one of the top Americans. And then on the female side, it's Katie Scheid. Katarina Hartmuth is up there somewhere, and she has a really strong resume. And, one of my favorite elite runners is Leah Yingling. Was supposed to be running, but she got pregnant, and so she pulled out this year. But our friend Tara Dower is number one on the female finisher wait list. They have 4 different columns of entrants. They have male finisher, female finisher, so that people that have done it before, and then they have male and female never done it before. And so she is the number one. So I just saw a post by her before we started, and she's going to be at the start line. So if one person who has finished the race doesn't show up in the morning at the check-in by 5 a.m. or whatever it is, they will call her name and she'll get an opportunity to jump in the race, and she'll be ready. She said.
Yeah, she shared pictures. She's all packed up and ready to go.
I really like her. She is such a free spirit. She's just the epitome of an ultra running. You know, she's cool, and she's, you know, she don't stress about things, or she don't show it anyway.
She wants some redemption after being sick at Western States. She's ready. I know she's probably raring to go. They jump on the start line, so it'd be interesting to see if she gets to be in the race. So
yeah,
but they're calling.
She got fourth place in this race last year, too.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're basically calling on the men's race Zach versus France.
He's what?
They're calling it Zach Miller versus France.
Yeah. Ludo is the course record holder. Now, he holds the record for the clockwise. You know, at Hard Rock, it's a big loop, and they change directions each year.
Yeah.
According to Chris, most of the course record as it stands now is a little quicker clockwise than it is counterclockwise. But he said it really depends on the weather, you know, whether or not, you know, you could still make a really good time going counterclockwise. He said his first fastest time is clockwise and his second is counterclockwise, and they're not that far apart. So
well, they're talking great weather for this year, a high of 72, 73, and that's at the lower altitudes. And then as you move up into the higher altitudes, obviously it's gonna be colder. So the word has it he was spotted on the trails with Jim Walmsley this week. So yeah. That was from Hillary Yang. She said they were hiking the trail, and Jim and him blew by him, and Jim was struggling to keep up.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how she does. You know, she used to be just a straight elite level ultra runner from Canada, and since she got married to Billy, you haven't really seen her in races much. She's been, you know, doing the photo thing, and she even did some hosting, you know, emceeing or whatever you call it at Western States. And so
she actually did really at Cocodona. She was great on the live stream. So her and Tara Dollar both did a great job on the live stream. So I think she has a future out in the field. I remember watching her at what's that, at the 50K mark up there at the first aid station up there. So it'll be interesting. Kyle Curtin's also a great person to watch. A few years ago, he beat Courtney at the Tahoe 200. There was a great video on Kyle Curtin. And another person I met in line for the bathroom the morning of a race.
Another lady that I have met online and talked to, and I may have her on the podcast after this race. Her name is Sarah Lavender Smith. Back when Jasmine Paris finished Barclays, and Howie Stern, got some of there were several photographers there, but he got some iconic shots. And so she had like a blog type thing, like an online, like an I Run Far type thing. And she did a story with Howie. And I mean, she really brought that. I mean, it was really emotional. I would recommend, and I'll try to come up with a copy of it and share it on my social media later. But she's a really thoughtful lady, and she's been trying to get in that race for a long time. And so everybody up there knows her in the Silverton area, and they're all happy for her.
All right, let's take it over. Let's bring it back to Florida for our. Do we want to do? Do you have any picks, Marty? If you just want to go 1 to 2 deep, or 1 deep, yeah, 1 deep.
Good. I'll go Ludo and Katie Shy.
I'll go Katie Shy, and I'll go Zach Miller. So, All right, and Bobby Joe.
That's not my race.
That's not, we keep Bobby Joe around for the loop 24-hour time races.
Well,
Definitely has her strong points.
So we all have our strong suits.
Her strong points far outweigh her lack of give a shit about Hard Rock.
Yeah.
Courtney was there.
All right. Next up, we'll bring it back to Florida. We got the Vero Beach Octopus. Marty, you ever been down to that race?
I have not. That's one of the few that I have not been to. I've heard lots about it, though.
I've seen Mike's. If anyone wants to look at Mike Alberts has a good video that he made.
Oh yeah,
a couple years ago. Yeah, when
I think
he
I've
ran
seen
it.
that one too.
Yeah, he's got a good video.
Yeah, I've talked to a couple of people on the podcast that have run it, but never been down there. I know, Michael and Leo are some solid dudes. They're some really good dudes, the race directors.
Yes, that should be. So, all right. So we'll go to the entry list. But before we go to the entry list, who do you think's on that male list?
Well, I'm already looking at it. So.
You're already looking at it.
Well, it's Trident is like the next week, right? So
yeah, we'll go. I got that one. I got that one next.
Dang,
it's the same list.
Is Arian's running Trident too, ain't he?
Yeah, that was my. That's how I was laughing. Did you guess it?
If there's a registration, then Arian's running it.
He's like a little kid on Christmas and sign up for everything. You do have the.
Did it last year, Trident.
What, Mike Musso? Yeah. So,
Yeah,
and he's running
a
well.
solid runner.
Yeah, Mike should be good and interested. Jordan's always fun to watch.
Now, last year, is this the race that Bernadette was the only female to finish, or there was only 2 female finishers, and she was
I think
one of
so.
them?
This is the one that has where you got to catch the boat to the island.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the 100K. So they got 2, 4, 7 in the 100K. 50 miler. 50 mile has a little bit more.
Not so crazies that don't want to swim with all the small puppies in the.
They got the 50K. They got a lot of races here. 50K has about 36 entrances.
There's Lucas right there.
There's Luke. I'm still scrolling through until I see Katie's name. That's why we're going through all of them. All right. So Lucas is doing the 50K. I don't know what the mini ultra is. I thought a 50K is the mini ultra. So you got 4 in the mini ultra, the ultra teaser, 18 entrances in there. Man. And then after that, we got the tentacle heavy 5K and 10 in there.
Oh, wow.
So
they're making some money this year.
Oh, they got a lot of races going on. So
good for them.
Yeah, the 100 mile, you got 20 in there, so that should be a great race. I'd love to see Arian race healthy and recovered.
Yeah.
I think Mike Musso, he's been running well. He'll be my pick there with Arian, and I don't know. Not quite sure how Brian Musso, Mike's, I believe they're brothers, is running.
Yeah.
So, and Jordan, I see those guys all up in the top. On the female side, Melinda Smith, Amanda. I'm not quite sure. I'm not familiar with those.
A lot of this race is, if you can finish it, then you're amazing. Because, just surviving this race it's not a PR race. It's not fast by any means. You're not putting up giant numbers. You're just trying to survive all the obstacles that you're up against.
So Katie is crewing and pacing. That's what she's doing. All right. So that is
a podcast that I recorded over a month ago with Shay Frederick, and I didn't turn it out right away because he had just done one with WTF, but he talks in detail about that race. So that'll be coming out in the next couple of weeks.
All right. Julian's saying Brian Musso is running both. I don't know. Are there two races that he's?
No,
That
he's
he's
talking
doing?
about Trident and Octopus.
Oh, Brian Musso's doing both. Okay. And then next we're gonna go to Sombrero Sizzler up in Jacksonville. So this one kind of caught my eye for two reasons. One, I didn't realize where it was, and then when I was looking it up, I'm like, oh, there it is. It's up in Jacksonville.
This weekend.
Someone's going to be in Jacksonville this weekend, and someone doesn't have 6 hours to go down to Lake Baldwin, but could have 3 hours to go to Sombrero Sizzler.
But if you look at the entrance list for the 9 hour, there's only one person. So if anybody has ever wanted to podium, here's your chance.
All right, so they got a 12 hour. They got 22 entrances in a 12 hour. This is up in Jacksonville, Florida. It's on just over a mile course, and they're doing a ruck. So they got a 12-hour ruck with two entrants. You could podium there.
From what I hear, they put on the best aid stations. So
Mike Martinez and Russ, they do a great job of putting on races. They have some awesome volunteers that throw their heart into the aid station, and I'm actually doing. He's got a 100-miler that he's bringing to that area at the end of the year called Festivus, and it's like I think it's either a 4 or 7 mile loop, and it's a trail loop.
Nice.
All right, so
the race
me and my buddy
really
Tina are running that race together.
You who? Tina?
Did you see that? You see the message in the here? I'll hit it.
Yeah, I saw it. I was hoping Ward would get up to him. So in the 9 hour, I'm putting my money on Amy Russell to win outright. 6 hours. So this is where it's going to be fun. So you got 26 entrances in the 26 hour. With a couple of names. I saw Emily in there. She's running.
Andy McNeese is a big Mouth with Marty fan.
Yeah. So you got
Dean Gerber. Look at there. That's our buddy.
Yeah, there's Dean from Seaburn, Florida.
Gus Hartzell. I thought he was the RD. What's he doing in there? I guess
there's a bunch of. They got a bunch of new blood in there. That's also, I think, 6 hour is a great race for any new runner coming in.
Well, the 12 hour, you've got Connor Land, and Russ mentioned him, and I met him at PTC last year, and he is just the best kid.
Yeah, I know who Connor is.
Excited to be there, and he was asking me a million questions and just taking it all in. And ever since then, I mean, he's been training hard. He's entered a few other races, and he's going to be really exciting to watch if he sticks with it and everything. So he's definitely got an energy.
Yeah, so Connor came down and ran PTC because his uncle always ran PTC. And so he came down. We have him on the live stream. And we're like, so Connor, who won between you and your uncle? He's like, I did. And then out at Skunk Ape 100 Mile, he was working the aid station in the middle of the night at Ross Prairie. And I rolled in. He's like, Jeff? And I'm like, hey, who's that? He's like, Connor. And it took me a second. In the middle of the night, I figured out who he was. Yeah, and then once I started like, oh, Connor, you ran PTC with your uncle. So I'll come out there just to see Connor. So that's he is. What is Connor? He has to be like 20, 21, young kid. So he'll be fun to watch, and he's coming back down to PTC again. So I'm excited to see that.
So that'd be nice to follow his journey this year and see how it changed from his debut.
Yeah. So I like that they have a 3 hour race. You don't see that time very, very often. So they got 16 people in there. So I may jump over there and do the 3 hours since I can't make Lake Baldwin and see, have fun up there. Meet a whole new group of runners.
I keep telling Mike I'm going to come up for a race and I haven't yet. So, I'm sorry. Yeah.
So. All right, and they're talking You see that chat in there that Connor is looking. I believe he's trying to hit the 100K in 12 hours. So that would be an impressive shot at the 100K. So, all right, I'll definitely be watching that.
Russ, are you his coach?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I know Russ is an ultra running coach now.
I didn't.
So should we go over to Lake Baldwin now?
Yeah, we can go over to Lake Baldwin. Okay. Unfortunately, we can't tell you who's on who is running Lake Baldwin until the race starts. So it's he's just a consultant. Russ is a consultant. Lake Baldwin is a traditional fat ass race, and if you don't know what a fat ass race is, it's basically you show up. There's really no sign up. You just show up and run. This is old school ultra. You got to crew yourself. No aid station, and that's what this race is. And it was created by Susan Anger, and that may be a name you guys have never heard of, but she's old time ultra runner. She was instrumental in getting this race started back in the day. What's cool about this race was when I started running, they used to have two races. So you always had the main 50K race, which goes around Lake Baldwin. Sorry, something caught my eye. Oh, that's Trident. I got my screen off to the side. It's a 50K race around Lake Baldwin. Lake Baldwin's 2.5 miles long, and you just keep doing it until you hit the 50K mark. But they always threw in a second option. So like one year it was the pantyhose option. So you had to wear pantyhose to go all the way around. Another year it was like hot sauce. So the last person to finish the loop every time had to eat hot sauce. The first year I ran it was right when the Backyard Ultra came out, and they did the Backyard Ultra, and you had to go 5 miles every hour until we were down to none. So I actually won it that year, which surprised the heck out of me. I was a young runner back in the day. So it's a traditional fat ass race. Now we only go to 50K. The race director this year. What's that?
It's 50K and some change. It's 32.7 according to my calculations here.
Yeah, it is. But it's going to be very hot, and it used to start at 8:40. Like you couldn't start until 8:40, and so it was blazing hot when you started, and then had to go 6 hours on that race. So now they pushed it back. I believe it's a 6 a.m. start.
Is it 6 or 6?
Diana was in the chat, so she can correct me. I texted her a little while ago and said, "Hey, anything you want us to get across to the listeners?" And she said, "First fat ass of the SummerSlam Series race. Arrive early. Check in. If part of the SummerSlam, be curious of others on the trail. No littering. Stay hydrated. And most importantly, don't die." So it is self-supported. No aid station. You must support out of you can support out of your vehicle. And usually you'll run through the parking lot and just stop by your car every time.
Yeah, that's great. It'll be my 4th year running it.
You'll be out there, Bobby Joe?
So I'll be out there.
Okay.
I wasn't supposed to be. I was supposed to be in Georgia.
Yeah.
So, supposed to be running Merrill's Mile. That didn't work out. So I've been training for a multi-day. So we'll see how this training works, transferring it to a 50K. But yeah.
Where is that by? Where is that close to?
Lake Baldwin. It's almost downtown Orlando.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
so not too far from me. If I don't make calls.
Yeah.
It's right in Orlando. Near Winter Park area.
It gets hot, so bring ice.
Hot. I don't know. It's always fun, but I think that the Katie Special K girls, they'll probably be there. They're usually there every year. And I saw that they said they're going according to the page. But yeah, you do typically see some faster people show up there, like some marathoners. People, 50Ks, their long runs, and then you've got those of us who prefer the much longer distances that are kind of slow and coming in the back. So, but no, it's a great race.
Yeah, I'm curious. You have to give us a text us and let us know who's running it that morning. So I know Mark Burgett was planning on going out there. Something came up in Jacksonville, so he can't make it. But we're getting together Sunday morning to go for a run in Jacksonville Beach. So he's taking me on a little bit of the what's the race up there, Marty? The double.
Donna.
Yeah, he's taking me a little bit on the Donna course. So we still get to hang out. So yes, that's the first race in the Summer Slam. If you're wondering, Summer Slam, 3 races. We start with Lake Baldwin, which was started by Susan Anger back in the day. We're probably going back 12, 15 years. You got Dirty Bear happening August 2nd or 3rd, and that will be in Seminole, Florida, and that's being RD'd by Benny Gossip, and that was started by, I can't remember their names. I'll tell you next week. I know exactly who they are, and I'm picturing them. And then the final one is PTC. So there's 3 races in the Summer Slam. PTC, our race director is Luis Gomez, but it's run by a board. So I'm on the PTC board, and then we have like 5 others on it that help. That race is turning into a monster. So it's a lot going on with that. So great race. We'll go over that stuff in a little bit. But Lake Baldwin starts, so great race. If you're in the Orlando area, you should check out that race. You can only find it on Facebook under Dirty DURT. No, this is Lake Baldwin Candy Ass.
It's Candy Ass, but it's a
money sign. Yeah. All right. We got Eric DeSimone in the chat. He finally made it back to Florida after his 6 days in the Dome and then Vegas / Arizona. He was all over the place. So welcome back to Florida. It was fun following his travels. Yep. So hope you are recovered. Last race we are going to cover is it's coming up in 2 weeks. July 26th, Trident. And this one's going to be one to talk about. So you have a great entry list here. We did lose a big name on there this week. I don't know if you all can notice who's missing from the list, and I kind of knew. Diana Ramirez Lopez is saying 6:30 start for Lake Baldwin.
Matt Clapper?
Matt Clapper, yes. Yeah. And someone texted me this evening. They're like, Matt Clapper's not running. I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you that. He told me that a couple weeks ago.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine. His wife's been traveling a lot for work, and so I believe she is out of town that weekend. And he was trying to arrange babysitters and dog sitters and all kinds of stuff. But he's healthy. He is signed up for Dirty Bear, so it'll be great to see him out there. I wish I should have put the video of Matt in the from the treadmill ultra that he won. It was the man's a monster. All right, so at Trident, yep, you got Mike Musso doubling up with Octopus. Mark Burgett, he did another training run this past weekend. He is rolling with 90-plus mile weeks.
Arian is on there.
Yeah, Arian's on there. Shay, Cole's always fun to watch. Scott Hoover. John Parker. I mean, we got Mike Albert. There's a great list.
Jamie Saunders, and she won last year.
She won outright last year, right?
Last year.
Yep.
Yeah. Lucas Vidal's on there. Lucas, we need to get your ultra sign up score better so we can see you show up farther up on the list.
Charlie Poblin's there.
Yeah.
He did the Arizona Monster this year, and
loves the Donna.
He won the Donna a year before last and got second behind Mark this year.
Yeah. Mike Musso and Brian Musso are doing a double. Louis Coco, Nick Urena's up there, Mark Gilman, Eric's on there. Welcome back to Florida. Yeah, that's a great list.
You're going to be recovered, Eric?
He's always recovered. He gets to run
to have such a full, and that's just the immolation thing.
Yeah.
He has several different options too, and half marathon. And
there's Katie Jenkins.
Yeah, I believe you can, depending on which races, you can sign up for more than one.
Yeah.
We need someone to come on the show and explain the whole system to us. So, whoever's out there wants to come on and just explain this system to us, that'd be awesome.
Well, I can explain the immolation system.
Right. I mean, like, how do we do all these races and people are signed up for like 4 out of 6 of them, and how can they be doing all of them at once?
All right, so that one's going to be fun to watch. Fortunately, I'll be down in Cancun for the ultra running wedding of the year, and so we will not be live streaming the race. I'll get in trouble.
The wedding?
Who's getting married?
Joe.
Luis Gomez and Joanne Fisher.
Oh,
so, We've actually talked about live streaming the wedding. Believe it or not.
We can all get dressed up. And
Man, speaking of Luis, that sucker, I was, while I was working at the Keys and I was listening to the streaming, and that sucker is a natural, man. He's just a wealth of information.
Luis?
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. And it's, Luis is an unbelievable. If you don't know, Luis Gomez is he was an incredible runner. I'm hoping he gets back into shape. So the best race I ever ran, we ran, was it long haul 2021 or 2022, and we both went out. We ran slow off the start, me and Luis, but then we just, all day long, we just picked people off. And it was like, he was about a mile behind me a lot of the race. And I would go past them. Luis would go past them. We hit 70 miles. I moved in the second place behind Harvey Lewis. And I was about maybe an hour and a half behind him. And then Luis was right behind me. And then he picked up his pacer. This new person I'd never met before, this girl, and this is the reason why I don't like Joanne Fisher, is I'd never met her before, and she pushed his ass, and he blew by me and put up almost an hour and change in the last 20 miles at long haul. And Harvey went 1, Luis went 2, and I went 3, and I think Luis ran like a 16:30 at long haul. So you're trying to figure out if this guy's fast.
That was the old course.
Yeah, and I ran a 17:35. So Luis was fast as heck.
I DNF'd that year, and that's the year that torrential downpour and there was tornadoes like a mile away.
Yeah. That must have been 2022. That was 2022. Yeah, we worked the 8th stage in 2021.
Yeah.
So, and then Luis went. He got into Western States, ran Western States, but he also ran Spartathlon that year, and he crushed it. He was second American at Spartathlon behind Bob Hearn that year.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was. Luis is a great runner. So it's
he's a fan of the sport too. He knows all. He's like the male Bobby. He knows all that stuff.
Oh, we had him on the live stream for the Keys 100, and he says,
"That's crushing."
Yeah. So I always told him, like, listen, anytime you want to help announce a race, jump on, because you're awesome. You're great in that. So all right, so that's upcoming races. The Trident. We got some other stuff working. What else do we have? We're working on the 24-hour fundraiser for the
Team USA challenge,
Yep.
virtual challenge. Our Facebook group is growing. Views on the page are growing. People need to actually sign up, though. So please sign up.
Yeah.
Please help out Team USA. Please tell all your friends. We say the goal is to aim for 140 miles in 24 days because that's what they need to get in 24 hours to qualify. But you don't have to. That's not, we're not kicking you out if you only run 20 miles. It's the main thing is just to get on there, upload your runs, have fun, and support Team USA.
Yeah,
help
I had a chat last night with Chad Lassiter. I'll show a little bit in a second. Chad is number 2 on the U.S. team with 155 miles. He did that at the last 24-hour championship right here. And I asked him, I go, so what does Nike do? So Nike's the sponsor of the United States track and field. And so the 24-hour team is basically like the stepchild of running. I said, so what is Nike doing for you? And he's like, yeah. And he didn't really say too much. He goes, sometimes we get leftover uniforms. He's like, we have to wear their kit, and they're usually like leftover uniforms and stuff. So, so basically that's why we're doing it, because I personally hate Nike. Nothing against the shoe. I just hate the company. And so this is my way of getting back at Nike by helping support the U.S. 24 hours.
In my opinion, read Kara Goucher's book, and there's some interesting Nike information in there. So
yeah. Listen, we're not knocking the shoe.
Shoe's great, I'm sure, but a little narrow.
Yeah. So basically, we're trying to help out Team USA going out there. So they got here's the team right here. You got on the women's side, you got Janelle Stark.
Updated because Meg Eckert will not be going. Instead, Jenny Hoffman will be going.
Yeah, that's what.
Choosing to do Biggs because Biggs Backyard Ultra is the same weekend, and she had said in an interview, I heard her say, how to make her decision was which one do I think I could accomplish again. And she said with the way the backyards are going, there's no guarantee she'd ever get into Biggs again. So she's doing that one.
Smart move. You got Janelle Stark, who got the automatic entry at a race. So she has, even if she's at the top of 137, that's an automatic entry. Camille Herron. Lauren Jones, that friends of Miles with Marty, great runner, and she's jumped on the live stream with us for one of the races. And then you got Marissa Lysak, Allie Allen, and then Jenny Hoffman. So we like Jenny Hoffman, so we're happy. Yes. Sad to see Meg leave, but we like Jenny Hoffman too.
And I'm sure we'll see Meg back on there again. So.
Yeah. Then the men's side, Scott Traer, Chad Lassiter, Pete Kostelnick, Don Reich, who's also been on Miles with Marty, Matt Urbanski, who's actually Chad's coach, and then Cole Crosby.
And both Cole Crosby and Jenny Hoffman were crewing at Badwater, so there's a good representation of Team USA at Badwater. Kaylee, so we're going to be on there. Yeah,
we're gonna pull some of these old Miles with Marty, go into the archives. We'll be posting them. We do have the Facebook group page. Let's see if I can pull it up. The 24 challenge. We'll put the links in the show notes. But if you join the group and stuff, so we'll be posting some fun stuff on here. So join the group. And we're
sign up for the race. It's $30 with no swag, $60 with swag. So we've got the T-shirts designed, and we're working on the rest of the swag. It'll be determined by how many people sign up, because we want to make sure the team gets as much profit as possible. So you'll definitely get a shirt and some stickers, and we'll see from there what else we can get you guys.
Maybe we can get a sponsor to pay for medals.
We're always open.
We know who it won't be, but
I am a salesman. I used to be a really successful salesman.
What did you say about Scott Traer?
I was just going to say that my interview with him, which was, when was Taipei, Bobby? Was that 2 years ago
2
or
years
last
ago.
year? So
2 years
Yeah.
ago. The World
Right.
Championships is every 2 years.
So it was right before that, and he would, he ran a what do you call those things? A petition to get people to sign to try to bring attention to that the last time around. And
Definitely.
It had a little footing, but it obviously didn't get them any more money yet, and so it's sad that we have to do things like that as far as
And
Well,
we have Mike Allen helping us as well, and him and Bill Schultz have also raised money for the team, and so hopefully with all of our efforts combined, we can, nobody has to say no because of finances.
right.
Yeah. I think the Scott Trayer stuff was the reason I thought about this a couple years ago, and I just happened to mention, and Bobby Joe's like, I was kind of thinking the same thing, and I learned I just come up with things, and you all help me make them run.
And also, I wanted to say my next episode has some new stuff from Lauren. One of the
Lauren Jones.
Yeah, I did an interview with four female finishers from Tahoe, and
Cool.
She had second place at Tahoe, and she's the one that told me about Meg. I had no idea. I had not seen that interview, and she told me that Meg was not running with the team. I said, "Oh crap, I didn't know that."
So I saw Lauren at Tahoe. She was running. She was coming back, and I said, "You're Lauren, right?" And she's like, "Yeah." She goes, I'm like, "I know Marty." And she goes, "Oh," and she literally, she stopped running. We chatted for like 30 seconds. And so I'm like, "You probably don't remember me, but we were on the bootlegger live stream, and we were chatting."
Yeah, she has some really interesting stories from Tahoe, because the last 10 miles, she completely lost it and forgot who she was, what she was doing there, and everything. And she said, she pulled out her phone, and she just had like this thought that maybe this person, like the first contact in her contact list, was an important man to her in her life. It was her husband. But she didn't even know who he was. And she called him. She said, "I'm out here in the woods, and I don't really know what I'm doing here or where to go." He said, "Well, just sit down in the trail and wait. There's somebody named Dave or something like that that's not too far behind you. Just sit down in the trail and wait on Dave, and Dave will catch up with you, and maybe they'll help you." And so Dave she ended up following Dave, and then Dave's pacer was nice enough to stay, because Dave passed and went ahead, and his pacer was nice enough to stay with her and help her finish, to stay on the trail, because she was like, she had no clue. And she has like vivid memory now of everything that happened, but she had no clue where she was or who she was for the last 10
That's
months.
scary.
Yeah. And there's no, like, your crew, the last 38 miles is uncrewed. Like, your crew can't get to you the last 38 miles. So there is one aid station in there, but then you go, it's an 18-mile section from the last aid station to the finish line. So you do come into civilization. You cross a road once, but that's interesting. And I don't think she had a pacer. When I saw her, she didn't have a pacer, but she was running well. I thought she was going to catch the lead runner.
She said she got as close as 3 miles to her, and then the last 10 miles she kind of lost it and lost some time. I think she ended up like 4 hours behind her, 3 or 4 hours behind her.
Yeah. So.
Sally McRae has a video from 2 years ago when she did all the 200s, and she was stuck in that section. She had decided to go without a pacer in that last section. She was feeling good and wanted to, finish on her own, and then she ended up not knowing where she was and talking to trees and having all these issues. She had a camera crew with her, but they're not allowed to interact with her. I mean, I'm assuming if something really unsafe had happened, but she would have them been disqualified. But there's footage of it, and it's the video is really, really impressive and scary.
You can't drop your pacer. It's if your pacer goes that, you can't leave your pacer. So your pacer has to stick with you the whole time. So that was scaring me, because I'm like, what if something happens to me? Brian can't leave me. I can't duck out of the trail anywhere. I can't. He's stuck with me. So it's an interesting rule that Tahoe has. So another note on Tahoe, I am on the wait list for Tahoe. Unfortunately, they haven't posted a wait list. I could be like 500th on the wait list. So I wanted to get on the wait list just so that when Western States lottery came around, maybe I would be in position that I could pull myself off the, if a miracle happens and I get into Western States, I can pull myself off of the.
So if you don't get in this year, next year's your automatic almost, or is it?
No. So 64, I'll have 128 next year, and then the year I'm 50 years old, I'll have 256. So, all right, wrapping up, we got the Strava Club. I can't read. I have something over. Who was the lead in it? Was it
The Stork.
Stork? So you got Michael Stork.
Miles, though. That's a little low for him, I think.
Yeah. And then Mark.
Cutback week.
Yeah, Mark texts me. He's like, "Who's this Stork?" He goes, "Is that Michael?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then Alex Rosier. He's a local Dunedin guy. I see him out on the trail all the time. Sometimes he'll run with me Wednesday nights. Vince Carter, Greg, those are all my training guys. I can't see. Yeah, I'm in it. Yeah, I'm in Mark Gilman's down there. I've definitely fallen off. I tried to get into a groove, and Saturday morning I woke up with a stomach virus and wasn't a good day, and so I was down for 24 hours. I'm like, I'm gonna bounce back this weekend, and I didn't. I got worse.
What does that was for the week?
Yeah.
So what does the day start like? What is it? What day to
Monday,
what day?
Monday through Sunday.
Monday through Sunday.
So that's just Monday. That was last week. Monday.
That was last week.
Yeah. We'll pull last week.
So I got a chance of getting on there. I'm getting up into my 30s now. I'm 50s by the end of July.
This was a interesting Ultra Running Magazine put this out, and this was the month of June. This is the first time I've ever seen them put this up.
Well, we got Jamil in charge now, so we'll probably have all sorts of fun stuff.
Yeah. So this is the month of June. 272 ultra races.
Wow.
12,500 finishers. 3,200 first timers. And then the biggest races, you got a race with 423 finishers, 37.5, the Rachel Carson Trail Challenge, Western States, Bighorn.
Look at those numbers. When August rolls around and PTC shows up with our, almost 400 runners?
We can't go over 300. So, but that would put on this list, that would put us with finishers. If we did 250, that would put us third up there. So, I didn't think about that. Now, who knows if they're going to do this every week? And then they also posted this. So this shows like who's the fastest 50K, 50 miles. So you had a couple of the 6 days in the Dome runners were up there. You got the 100-mile.
50K.
What's that?
I said 3:03:51 for 50K. That's moving.
Yeah. And they got 24 hours and stuff like that. So I hope they do this every week. I just happened to catch this today. It'll be.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah. So, what else I have on my list? We got that. Oh, this week we had Marty's birthday. Happy birthday, Marty.
Happy birthday, Marty. Woo, woo, woo.
Was this a big one where you get 5 extra minutes on your BQ?
I don't know. I hadn't even looked at the BQ in a long time. This is the first year that I spent my birthday completely alone. But I did have Joe Miller saying happy birthday to me on Zoom. So
awesome, Joe. Papa Joe.
Yep. So you got so Marty dropped his. We can now watch the Chris Twiggs. Watch it tomorrow before you turn the live stream on for Hard Rock. You remember they're 2 hours behind us, so you have an extra 2 hours, so you can listen to that podcast. Speaking of Joe, we talked a little bit about this last week, but he started the combat racing, which we're pretty excited about. So he has some cool races. The big scrub is going to be big. We're looking forward to that. That will take the place of Cross Florida since they're pulling that down. Joe's doing the big scrub. What is events?
Well, it's not virtual anymore.
Yes, and I don't think it's going to last more than a year as a regular race. So,
I've got Joe, a podcast coming out with Joe too to talk about combat racing and big scrub and all things. He shares a good bit of his story, and so that'll be very interesting. That should happen by Monday, I would think.
Yeah. So this is a fun one. If any of you two want to join me, the Greenway Trick or Trot 5K, 10K. I told him I'd do an aid station out there and do like a haunted aid station. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's
we want to do a Pacer Travel aid station.
Sure. I think it'll be fun.
I'll be at Javelina for that.
Oh yeah.
I won't be. I think I should be around. I'll bring the kids.
I thought y'all were going to come be my crew at Javelina.
I wish I could. You got the big scrub. So he has some. There's some fun stuff that he's planning. So we're excited about combat racing.
Joe is a solid dude. And got some very large calves and a beard.
He's getting swole all over.
Right. Swole.
He's also part of our live stream crew, so we like having Joe. Joe will go up and talk to anybody, which Bobby Joe will too. Well, Marty will too. I think I'm the only one that won't talk to anybody.
Joe
you're the only one that can say you chased down Jeff Browning, so you've got that going.
At the Tampa Bay race, he was a natural at it. He really got us a lot of information, a lot of content.
Yeah, definitely. So cool deal. And look, I already got a message from Russ about the sombrero race. So I'm going to think about it.
You got your discount code?
What's that?
So you got a discount code, did you?
There is a 50% discount code in there. I appreciate it. So I'd love to go up and meet those guys. So I may do that. That may work well into my schedule on Saturday. It's only about 30 to 40 minutes away from where we're staying. So cool deal. So all right. So that's it for this week. So thank you guys for joining me. Enjoy the week of running, everyone, wherever you're going, whether it's Octopus or Lake Baldwin, or you're even going out and running Hard Rock. So enjoy the time out there on the trails and the hard trails. So
right, good luck to everybody out there at Ball State. Hopefully we'll have some updates for you next week. So
yep, great deal. All right, thanks. See y'all next week.
Peace.